Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Just Wanna Learn. My name is Mario, and I'm happy to be with you again. Today, we're talking about myths of learning. To tell you the truth, there's lots of beliefs and common assumptions surrounding the learning process that, when you compare with the actual research on the subject, you realize that they're just not true. But I would like to talk about two of these today. The first one is the belief that when we're learning something, we should not make mistakes. And of course, that doesn't make any sense, but many people actually experience a great deal of anxiety when they make a mistake. And it is necessary to understand that we have to make mistakes when we're learning. We cannot learn anything without making mistakes. In order to become a master of any subject, you have to make most mistakes that can be made on that subject. That's basically how you become a master of it. But why does it matter? Why should we have a different attitude towards our mistakes? Well, in the process of learning anything, we will have to make tons of mistakes. We will have to make mistakes on a daily basis. And if we're interpreting those mistakes as something negative, my learning experience will eventually become a very negative one and I will not want to continue. But if I interpret those mistakes as something that I can learn from, if I interpret every mistake as a teacher, then I have a completely different scenario. Actually, I would dare to say that in learning terms, a mistake is the gospel. It's the good news. Because once I realize that I am making a mistake, I already know what I have to do in order to improve. Basically, if we have a positive interpretation of our mistakes, we will also have a more enjoyable learning experience. The second myth I would like to talk about is the belief that when we're learning, in order to be good at something, we have to do it fast. I wanted to talk about this because many learners feel bad if they cannot do things fast at first when they're trying to learn a language or how to play an instrument or even how to dance, right? The thing is, we're so used to doing things fast that when we have to do something slowly and consciously, it's kind of an unusual experience. But that is exactly what we have to do in order to learn anything. Let me give you an example. If you try to write your name with the hand that you always do, you will realize that you can do it without having to think about it, and that's quite easy to do. But if you try to do it with the other hand, you will realize that you have to pay attention to it, and it's not as smooth or fast as the other one, right? And if you wanted to develop the ability to write with both hands, it'll take you a number of weeks, and you will eventually be able to do it. But you will have to write quite slowly with the other hand for some time. So that is exactly the same process for anything that we want to learn. I would like to end the video with this thought. Learning is a natural process. And in nature, everything that is beautiful takes a long time to develop. We can't learn fast because it's just not natural. If we want to develop the full potential of our learning capabilities, it'll take a long time. So, by enjoying the learning process, I am making sure that I will want to do it tomorrow. It will not be a burden, it will be an experience that I want to go through tomorrow. Once again, I thank you for your time and attention. In our next and final video of the series, we will be going over some final thoughts about the learning process. Have a beautiful day.